What is good, my guys? It is your boy Brad coming at you bright and early on this Saturday morning in snowy Pennsylvania, or you can call it late night Friday night if you haven't slept yet like me. But either way, I am here to talk some BMX with you, and I'm going to have kind of a brief video today. You're not going to get just me. I'm going to throw some parts up there. I got a nice BruceChrisman Freecoaster Hub over here wheel that I just bought up. But I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the giveaways, why you're watching this channel, and what the channel is about. So basically, my background in BMX, started riding, you know, back when Huffies. I'm old, man. I'm 44. So this was taken in 1995. See this picture? This is me on my first S&M Challenger. It was chrome. It came as a frame and fork kit, and I think it came out in like 94. I was mad because I didn't know what color chrome was, and I didn't really like it. Now I love chrome, and we rarely see it. But I got the UGP pad set on there. These are the actual standard bicycle motocross frame stickers from Robbie Morales' signature frame at the time. He was riding at the local trails called Posh a lot, and I would see him down there. Yeah, man, I loved riding. I rode for a while then. I kind of fell off a little bit during the mid-school era, which I know it was kind of like popular era, and I love looking back and watching these guys on 40-pound bikes doing bar spins with bars that are like this big, and like then got back into it a little bit. I remember watching like Brian Terada and BruceChrisman and those guys riding pools, rooftop, and I was going to school. I did other sports as well, so I wasn't just always focused on BMX, but I always had it. I always had a subscription to ride, and was always trying, like, keeping up with it a little bit here and there. It always kept my interest, and that's kind of like what led me back to it. I want to say right around 2019, 2018, I started getting back into it, and then the shop came about. It'll be about 2 years this March, and you know, it is what if you watch the videos, I have a little bit of background. I'm currently learning all the mechanics of certain things. Wheels is what I'm working on now, and I will tell you guys, after spending quite some time on hubs and still having trouble with them, they are not easy to refurbish, but we are builders, and although there's definitely way more time than spent on this hub than probably it's worth, but its value is bigger than that. And I think that kind of like goes to the whole culture of BMX and BMX being a subculture. BMX was a subculture in 95. It's 2025. BMX still a subculture. I like that BMX is a subculture. I love watching the BMX videos. Brantley's great. I know he talks about marketing and all that stuff and all the different ideas that, to grow BMX, but BMX been around a while. It's pretty much where it's at. And if you keep bashing it and saying that, man, BMX is in the dump, it's just, man, people are going to hear that and they're not going to want to ride. Like, when they hear about wheelie bikes and see kids having fun on them, yeah, they're going to want to do it. So get out, ride your bikes, make it look fun. Don't complain about it. Don't talk about anything. This is a subculture. This is our thing for us. Like, that's the one special thing about BMX. I think you always find something in common with a rider, and you can talk forever. And then a lot of times, you make a new friend. You don't, you still have an acquaintance who you can talk and deal BMX stuff with. So, yeah, man, that's just kind of my view on BMX now as a whole. I like sticking with it, fresh start. Things can only go up from here, man. It's always darkest before the dawn. So let's just hope things get back to normal. Keep doing what you're doing. Stop complaining about prices. We got good deals. Prices have not inflated in BMX if you compare the inflation in BMX to any other inflation, it's so minimal. And people talking about, with the president and this stuff, watch the podcast with Mueller. Chris Mueller will explain to you the percentage, the tax on BMX, how it's been the same, it stays the same. It's not likely to go up, not likely to go down. It's just such a small market that it doesn't affect much of anything. So basically, BMX still remains in the hands of BMXers, and I think that's on purpose. I don't think that's done by accident. I think if major marketing wanted to be done, it could. I just don't think that's the thing. I have a few theories. I may talk about them at some point. But for now, I'm going to kind of cut this one off, and I'm going to say that, yeah, I just built up this KHE because I was telling you guys I'm going to be doing a giveaway. Might as well talk about that right now. Alfredo Mancuso, shout out Fredo, for sending me a couple t-shirts for a response in on an Instagram post you like. But yeah, I got this shirt. He sent me this shirt, and he sent me two of them. He's got me a Brochachi shirt, which I'm definitely keeping, and this one I'm going to give away because it's small. I don't quite understand it. Don't really care. If you do like it, I'll explain how to win this in a minute. And I also just got a bunch of animal tank tops in, so this weekend, if you guys buy anything animal, you get a tank top for $10 this weekend. Ryan Howard, shout out, hooking this up, and Bo Bowen. So yeah, thanks guys. Grab something from Animal this weekend. I got a video on the stems and some of the other parts I just got in. And spend $75. You get a chance to win a custom complete coming up this June, which I'll talk more about in future videos and have talked about in past ones. So, onto the wheel. Yeah, speaking of Alfredo, he was sponsored by KHE back in the day. And KHE, I believe, is, I want to say an Australian company, but I could be wrong. I will double check that. But I do know BruceChrisman is like the godfather of the free coaster. If you watch look him up on YouTube, if you guys are too young to remember him, this guy, was going backwards long before, well, I'm sure he wasn't the first, but he definitely was the first to do a lot of sick stuff whilst on a free coaster. And you don't have too many people with signature free coasters. You got Harry Mills Wakely, you got this one, which is BruceChrisman, I believe. Biz Jordan has a demolition free coaster. I don't know. Let me know who else has some signature free coasters and if you guys like them or not. Because I rode this one a little bit. I didn't want to ride it too much, but pretty sick. I'll give you guys a nice close up of it. It's got the graphics here. It's rebuilt very well. I have it on the lowest slack, so it only has about that much there, as you can see. And being that it's old, it's not engaging at the moment. Oh, that's because I'm not holding the other side. All right, but either way, it's a right-hand drive, runs pretty smooth, and looks pretty cool. Currently available if you guys are a fan of BruceChrisman. So, yeah, tonight I was gonna do a bike check. I'll show you guys a little preview of the bike I'm gonna be doing a bike check on. I did it before. It's my sleeper frame, but the goal was to finish this hub up, and this is an Ecla dynamic hub from back in the day, which again has more hours in it than it's probably worth, but it's switch drive system. It's really cool. However, whenever I'm tightening it, unfortunately, it seems to seize up or lock up, and I think I'm not quite sure what it has to do with something in here, and I did get some replacement parts, but I don't know if they were exactly correct, so we'll see. But more on that on the way. So other than that, guys, I hope you have a great weekend. BMX is not dead yet. I know we're heading into January, February, March, like the worst part of the year for a rider. And go downstairs, build something. There's tons of parts. You can get a complete bike on Marketplace right now for $150 and just start. And by the time you're ready, who knows, maybe global warming will kick in and we will get to ride early this year. And maybe not. So I don't know how that works, but again, we'll do research. So you guys have a good weekend. I'll be back at you soon with a bike check. If there's another bike check you want to see, let me know. Aside from that, I'm tired. I'm out. Have a good one.
Peace.
Oh, here's the bike check I'm going to be doing that one tomorrow.